You know, somewhere along the way, we min-maxed the fun and the chill out of gaming.
That sucks. It used to be more simple. You picked up a game, you vibed out, you had fun. But now, it's all about optimizing. Finish that backlog, soldier. Get that 100% completion, rookie. Grind that battle pass, or so help me God, I'll put a boot in your... It's like we've turned gaming into just another to-do list. And that's a problem. Especially for those of us with ADHD. Because when gaming stops being about joy and starts being about productivity, we lose one of the most powerful self-care tools that we have available. The secret to self-care through gaming? Well, first, we have to surrender to the demands that we put on our gaming time. Let it be what it is. Rest, play, and exhale for our minds and our bodies. So today, we're jaunting into the world of gaming as self-care. Not escapism, but intentional, thoughtful play that can help us feel more grounded, more creative, and more present. We're keeping this ride cozy and chill and here on out, so good vibes only, I guess. Grab yourself something to drink, maybe something to eat. Before we get into it though, if you love discussions about gaming and ADHD and self-care, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. It helps more than you know, and I love making videos like this. Truthfully, what I'm trying to do here is if I get enough subscribers and I can monetize this channel, I'll be able to take some of those funds, and I'm planning on offering free therapy, or at least discounted therapy, for people in need who can't receive therapy services. I don't talk about it much, but in my day job, this is what I do. I'm an ADHD therapist, and I run a small private practice. And I'm going to YouTube so that I can talk about the things that I love and that the things that people with ADHD love, and hopefully be able to offer some sort of scholarship. Do you want to make a difference in the life of somebody right now who has ADHD and is struggling? Hey, it's real simple. Just hit that subscribe button. You can make a huge help. Okay. Before we get into any specific games, let's talk about why gaming can be an incredible self-care tool, especially for ADHD brains. Who would have guessed? A lot of research in psychology in the world of play therapy shows us that play is an essential part of well-being. Dr. Stuart Brown, he's a researcher in play psychology at the National Institute of Play, argues that play is crucial to human development just as much as sleep and nutrition. A relief in the midst of the modern political climate, Dr. Brown notes that play is a universal gift of nature in times of challenge and stress. I love that. And video games are a fantastic place for us to experience this universal gift. Again, especially for us with ADHD, the key here is this: intentional gaming can be a great way to self-regulate through play. The right mindset and the right kind of game can help us slow down and breathe, or give us just enough structured stimulation to recharge without feeling overwhelmed. And that brings me to a game that I've been obsessed with lately. Parking Garage Rally Circuit. Okay, so Parking Garage Rally Circuit, which is very hard to say, it's a lot of words, is exactly what it sounds like. You're in a parking garage. You drive in circles. That's it. And somehow, it's magic. Check it out. It's the soft hum of your car's engine, the satisfying squeak of the tires on concrete as you're relentlessly boost drifting everywhere like it's Mario Kart. The general cozy aesthetic that really clicks with me. It's sort of like the gaming equivalent of doodling in the margins of your notebook or pacing in circles while you think, which, fun fact, are both forms of self-stimulation that really help ADHD brains process information. Who knew? For me, this game gives me that same cozy, warm feeling of being up in my childhood bedroom, holding my Sega Saturn controller and playing Daytona! Daytona! Away! Daytona! I had to. This game is perfect when I need to decompress or vibe out or even ramp up for a playful challenge. It's simple and repetitive in a way that feels meditative, letting my mind drift. Get it? Drift? Without spiraling. And since it's not demanding, it's a great game for those moments when I want to unwind without risking a 5-hour hyper-focus session. I don't need those very much in my life anymore. Of course, not every game is great for self-care. Looking at you, ranked mode in any online multiplayer game ever. Fun fact, I'd play Halo 2 on one of my friend's Xbox 360s when I was growing up, but would never play ranked mode because I got major anxiety thinking about the possibility of lowering his gamer score, despite the fact that I was objectively a better game player than he was. Where was I? Oh yeah. If you're looking to use gaming as a way to recharge, to regulate, here's a few tips. Tip number 1, match the game to your mood. Start by checking in with yourself. This is a really important part here. How are you feeling right now? Feeling restless? Try a movement-based or exploration game. That's why I love Breath of the Wild. Feeling overwhelmed? Hey, a slow, cozy game might be better. Mayhaps I can recommend some Fields of Mystria, eh? 2, set parameters. I cannot stress this enough. How will you know when you've gotten what you want from your gaming session? Do you have a time limit? Or are you looking for a specific ludological experience? Look at my big word there. I'm real proud. Understanding why you are gaming and what you're gaming in relationship to is key to a better experience. I think a lot of this was easier when we were kids, and gaming fits so perfectly because we just didn't have a ton going on, and now as adults, we do. So we really have to be smart about setting these parameters and seeing how gaming fits in the broader context of our day-to-day life. Number 3, keep it low-key. Keep those stakes low. Games that let you experiment or explore or just exist without punishment tend to be best for self-care. These games in particular actually don't have to specifically be cozy games. The coziest times in my gaming life is when I was sort of speedrunning the original Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, and Code Veronica. It's some of the most relaxed gaming I've ever had, despite the subject matter, because I got to know it. The stakes were pretty low. I knew those games good enough. I wasn't going to be killed out of nowhere. Usually. Number 4, finally, mind the time sink. Again, can't stress this enough. Self-care isn't self-care if it turns into avoidance. If you're someone who gets lost in games for hours, set a timer or use external reminders to check in with yourself. I like to usually have some sort of no more than about an hour that I'm playing, but your time may vary. You may have an hour and a half. You may have a little bit more than that. You may have a little bit less than that. Make that timing visible. I keep a manual timer around my office just to make sure I don't get stuck in something. So the next time you're feeling drained or like you need to recharge, don't feel guilty about picking up a controller. Play can be incredibly powerful, and when done with intention, it can be a real act of self-care. Let me know in the comments what your go-to self-care game is. And if you enjoyed this video, again, please be sure to like and subscribe and check out my website for more ADHD-friendly self-care. Seriously, if you made it this far, you're exactly the kind of person I'm making this content for. I hate advertising myself, but hey, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button for me. That'd be a gigantic help for me and a whole bunch of other people. Thanks for watching and happy gaming.